You say something you shouldn't say, or you do something you know you shouldn't do, or you don't show up for a key meeting, or you treat somebody harshly you didn't deserve to be treated harshly, usually it's because inside your mind something has happened and your brain's going, oh my gosh, I'm getting all this pleasure. Ah, but I know what's happening next. Relationships will equal pain eventually, so I better get out quick before the pain gets here. Does that make any sense? The bottom line is we have to control what we associate pain and pleasure to, or our lives will always be in reaction and we will not be in control. The controlling force of our life, then, the thing that directs our life, is what we link pain and what we link pleasure to. Think about it. Advertisers know all about this, don't they? Advertisers know that if we're going to get people to take action, to use their power to buy things, we got to get them to associate pleasurable feelings to our product, or show them how they can eliminate some pain they already have by buying our product. Think about it. Isn't that really what you see when you watch an AT&T commercial? AT&T tries to give you pleasure and pain. What do? They don't come on with a commercial that says, listen, I know you miss your mother, call her. No, no, no. First, they take a big knife and they stab you in the chest with it, right? They come out and they show this poor lady who's saying, gosh, my son hasn't called me in forever, and I miss him, and he probably doesn't even love me anymore, and oh gosh, and I'm being left alone. So all the grandmas in the world start to feel pain because they realize their son hasn't called them in at least 15 minutes. On the other side, right, here's the sons out there in the world, and or daughters, who are watching this going, guilt, guilt, oh gosh, I've been busy, oh gosh, I need a call and everything else. And pretty soon what happens is, in the same 30 seconds after making you feel all this pain for not calling, they then show you that by calling you'll get what? Pleasure. How does it work? In the same 30 or 60-second commercial, what happens is the son picks up the phone and calls mom, and she smiles, oh my gosh, he does love me. And she smiles, and the music comes on behind it, and he's smiling, and there's an incredible bond and connection. You just feel your heart opening, and at the end of it, they say, don't let your family drift away. And what's happened? In 60 seconds, they've gotten you to link to their product, a way to avoid pain, plus they stirred up some of your pain, made you hurt a little more so you're more motivated, and simultaneously showing you how you can heal it and get pleasure just by picking up this little device that's nearby that they'll make money if you take action on. Now, I'm not against it because I think it's a great tool, but I want you to realize that it is a pain-pleasure commercial. I watched recently a Citibank Visa. It's interesting to see how Citibank is motivating people versus, say, American Express right now. They both have two very popular commercials. In the Citibank commercial, there's a dark background, and a man comes on, and he's got a lot of pain. And he says, yeah, I got the phone call. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. My father was having a heart attack. I had no money. And all of a sudden it comes on, and the Citibank lady comes on with a smile and says, you know, we heard about his problem. And she said, we wanted to help. He called us. He told us what he needed the money for. We gave him the credit. It goes back to the man, yeah, because of Citibank, I was there. I was there at my father's hospital bed, thanks to Citibank, people who care. Now, what's the implication here? Well, if you want to solve the pain in your life, just get a Citibank Visa, and they'll handle it. You need more money? Hey, just call. They'll handle it. They understand. Well, that's an interesting way of looking at things. On the other side, you got American Express, where you see two achiever type of people who are obviously quite successful, and they've lost their luggage. And they're really in a painful state. They're kind of angry, and all of a sudden, a man turns to his wife, being the loving man that he is, and says, honey, forget about the luggage. Let's just go buy things. Do you have your American Express card? Great. And they go on the shopping spree, and they buy everything, and they're in Greece, and they're overlooking the water. And all of a sudden, the man turns to the woman and says, gosh, I wonder where the luggage is. And she just begins to laugh and says, who cares? And on the stage comes the American Express card. So what do? You associate, God, if you got an American Express card, you're going to go to Greece. Your husband's going to buy you things. You're going to be in an incredible place. The bottom line is it works. It absolutely works. Advertisers in this country spend billions of dollars because they understand that in 60 seconds they can change our behavior with a little repetition just by changing what we link pain to and what we link pleasure to. That's it.
This program is continued.